What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, man, we have to grow up emotionally. And it is what it is, you know what I mean? Man, I had to take a couple of days off from making videos, or I think it was just one day that I haven't made a video. Man, I had to spend some me time, had to learn to sit there and just rest, just be present in the moment and just, man, you know what I mean? And that's so hard for so many of us, especially those of us that are natural born givers. You know what I mean? Those of us that are natural born givers, man, we'll give and give and give and give and give. And this comes naturally, you know what I mean? But we'll give until the point where we're completely drained. We'll give and give and give and give until we ain't got nothing else to give. And then we'll still try to find something to give. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. What I've had to learn for me is that a lot of that comes from being traumatized as a kid. That comes from not being good enough. That comes from not being accepted. You know what I mean? There's a thin line. You know what I mean? There's a thin line between it being toxic and you being healthy in your giving. You got to understand that. So many of us, we give because we have been broken and beaten down made to feel that we're not good enough. Beaten down, made to feel that we're not worthy of anything. We're not worthy of love. We're not worthy of a good person in our life and all this other crazy stuff. And so we'll give and give and give, hoping that our giving makes us accepted to those that we're giving to. We'll give and give to our ungrateful, toxic ass kids, to our spouse, to the person we're in a relationship with, and we'll give and give and give, hoping that it makes us seem like a good person to them, hoping that they see us in our giving, in our efforts, in our generosity, hoping that, man, they'll embrace our giving and embrace us because of our giving. We're gonna go somewhere today and it's gonna get deep. We've got to grow up emotionally and understand that, wait a minute. I'm not giving to you because I want you to think highly of me. I'm not giving to you because I want you to accept me. I don't give two fucks whether you accept me or not. It ain't about that. I don't need you feeding my ego. I give because that's who I am. I give because that's what I do. But if you want to play stupid ass games, okay, bet you can play stupid ass games. But I guarantee you I'll find somebody else to give to. I guarantee you I'll stop giving my energy, my time, all that I have. I'll stop giving that to you. And I'll give it to somebody else. I'll give it to others. Whether they appreciate it or value it or not, man, they ain't got shit to do with me. I've done my job. I'm gonna give until Source, Universe, God, the Most High says, no, that's enough. They don't appreciate it, they don't value it, they don't respect it. Man, fuck them. Don't give them shit else. Don't give them not near motherfucking moment of your time. Don't spend another fucking dime on them. They're done. And it's not that we hate you. It's not that we're mad at you. We're led by Source. We're led by God. And when God tells natural born givers to stop giving, we're going to stop giving. And it is what it is. It don't mean I feel any kind of way about you. It just means that I'm stopping. I'm not giving anymore. I hope you value what you've been given. I hope you learn to embrace and cherish what I've sown into you. Because I ain't got not near motherfucking thing else to pour into you. And again, it don't mean that I feel some kind of way about you. I've done what I was supposed to do. I've sown into you what I was supposed to sow into you. And we got to grow up and understand that. And that's hard Especially when we have kids that are toxic as fuck. When we have kids that are fucking takers and takers and takers and takers. Just give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me. And no matter what you give them, it's not enough. No matter what you give them, they don't appreciate it. They don't value it. They want more. They want more. They want more. And they don't bring shit to the fucking table. They don't reciprocate the giving in any way, shape, or form. And the trip is, these takers, they see natural born givers as being weak, as being simps, as being suckers, as being naive. And the crazy thing about it is they don't understand that the more we pour into them, when God says it's done, and it's done, and we stop, and we go on about our business, and we start pouring that energy, that time, that love, our finances back into us, we then become blessed beyond measure. Because we didn't take what God has given us, our love, our wisdom, our mercy, our compassion. We didn't take that and just hide that up under a rock somewhere. We took it and we freely gave it. But because the takers couldn't appreciate it, because the takers thought it was an endless bank, you know what I mean? And it was never gonna run dry. They just kept taking and taking and taking. They didn't value it, nothing, until it's cut off. And they run over to somebody else. And they have this come to Jesus moment and realize nobody else has to offer what you have to offer. Nobody else has what you had or what you have. Nobody else could pour into them what you were pouring into them. Nobody can pour the knowledge and the wisdom, the understanding, the patience into them like you could. And so they sit there. They were full. They didn't think they needed you anymore. Because they were full. They were full of your love, full of your time, full of your energy, full of your essence. And after a while, when their bank begins to become depleted and it runs dry, they become scavengers. And they're running around like a chicken with its head cut off, looking for anybody, everybody to pour into them. And they're not gonna find it. In any way, shape, or form, they're not gonna find it. That's when they hit their karma. That's when they had their come to Jesus moment. That's when they realized, damn, I done fucked up a good thing. Damn, I had somebody who loved me, who nurtured me, who was pouring into me, who was trying to hold me accountable, who was trying to help me become responsible and all this other stuff, who was helping me get up on my feet and and they were trying to do all this stuff for me, and I done fucked off and fucked around and messed up. I done talked about them and called them all kinds of crazy names and disrespected them and and because I thought I was the shit, I didn't think I needed them and Now I done ran out here into this motherfucking world and realized every guy ain't like them. Every woman ain't like them. I could just sit there in their presence and they wouldn't even have to say anything to me. Just their peace brought me peace. Just being in their presence made me feel safe and protected. Just being in their presence made me feel loved. Just being in their presence made me feel valued. just being in their presence made me feel like I was the shit. And I done ran away from them, thinking that they were smothering me. And I ran out here into this world. And I've come to realize the world don't give a fuck about me. I done ran out here to these motherfucking streets and realized the streets don't give a damn about me. I done ran back out here to my raggedy ass ex thinking that he loved me and da-da-da-da, and I taught him by hooking up with that other person and he would treat me better, da-da-da. And everybody that I ran back to hoping and thinking they would treat me the same way that this natural born giver treated me. I ran back out here to these motherfucking streets and these knuckleheads in the streets thinking and hoping that they would value me the same. They would love me the same. They would nurture me the same. They would make me feel protected and valued the same. And that person, that natural born giver, that person that I disrespected, that person that I dogged the fuck out, that person that I abandoned and cheated on, and all this other stupid, ignorant ass shit, they've now become the standard bearer. I compare everybody in my life now to them. They wasn't shit. I told everybody they wasn't this shit. Now, I understand that they are the shit. Now, I understand what it means to be loved. Now, I understand what it means to be valued. Now, I understand what it means to be in the presence of a real man. Now I understand the value of what it means to be in the presence of a real woman. It's not about just the sex and the excitement. It's about being seen. It's about being heard, being valued, being cared for. And being spoiled on top of that. But I gave all that up, thinking that I could get the same shit out here in these fucking streets, thinking that I could expect and demand the same thing from my ex. And all these other men, I thought I could demand them to treat me like the giver treated me. But I've had to realize that everybody on the streets and everybody else that you done ran back to ain't got what the natural born giver does. So they can't give you what the natural born giver gives you. They might be able to give you money, but they won't make you feel loved. They might be able to give you money and great sex, but they won't make you feel valued and protected and safe. Real shit. Real shit. And so the karmic lesson and you running away from the natural born giver, the person that you thought was a simp, the person you thought was a sucker, the person you thought was naive and dumb as fuck and you could just play them. Now you hold them in high esteem. Now you see their worth. Because you done ran your ass back out into the world. And you ain't gonna meet somebody like that again. You realize that this natural born giver was actually a gift, was a present to you, and you don't fucked it off. And so now, you're going to have to live with that consequence. You're going to have to live with that shame and that regret of knowing you could have had that the rest of your fucking life. And you threw it away for some bullshit. You threw it away for some exciting times. You threw it away for whatever reason you did. And now it's coming back to bite you in your ass. It's biting you in your ass. Because here's the trick. Karma says, you dogged them out. Karma says, you took advantage of them, of their mercy, their kindness, of their generosity, of their love. They gave and gave and gave and gave and gave unto you. They poured and poured into you. And because you didn't value it, because you didn't cherish it, I'm going to send your little raggedy, nappy-headed ass right back to the streets, back to your ex or whoever else you hook up with. And you're going to fall madly in love with them. And you're going to give and 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 give. And you're going to pour into this person and pour into this person over and 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 over. And they're going to take and 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 drain you fucking dry. And then you're going to finally get to the point of you can't deal with this motherfucker no more. And then you're going to run over to somebody else. And you're going to pour and pour and pour and pour into them. And they're going to take and take and take and take and take till you ain't got shit else. And then you're going to wake the fuck up. And then you're going to realize, damn, that's what the giver had to feel like. Damn, that's how I made them feel. And you're going to have to live with the fact that, damn, I done fucked up. I done fucked up royally. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it motherfucking is. Man, I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. We've got to grow the fuck up, family. Happy healing. Peace.